Welcome back. Once again, another Steelers-Bengals matchup, and it wouldn't be the same if you didn't have Vontez Perfect injected somehow, somewhere. And it got started nice and early. They come out for the coin toss. He doesn't shake hands. He's got his hands behind his back. Early in the game, he gets mixed up in a scrum, kicks Roosevelt Nix up near his face. Just seems like every time we turn around, it's another Vontez Perfect episode. Will Graves, we'll start with you. Should we expect anything from the league as far as this latest round of Vontez Perfect-isms?
Don't forget, like he got mixed up with a referee at some point too. I got a talking to all the way back to the huddle. Look, I asked Rosie Nix after the game specifically about that play, and he didn't want to talk about it. He said it's just football. It's almost like there are a certain set of rules, and when you play the Bengals, this is part of the job. Would I expect a fine? I mean, he's going to get more scrutiny than guys that don't have his track record, but. I don't know. When I look at the big picture, the fact that nobody left with a season-ending injury is sort of a victory for all involved, right? So I don't know. I'd be surprised.
Here's how I come down on it, Will. It's the same thing I say about the NHL. I want punishment, not because of how the player, is the guy out for the season? Is he concussed? I want to punish the act and not the end result. So you basically pull a karate kick there. We see what his rap sheet or resume is. For a repeat offender, there should be a suspension for that. You've got to curb behavior. The NFL has tried. Cincinnati is only allowed for it because they give him a $30 million extension. The coach seems to have his back. So, yes, to answer the question, Josh, the NFL should suspend him at least a game for something as stupid, frivolous, and silly as what he did to Nix on that play.
I'm glad you brought up the NHL comparison, Pony, because Vontez Perfect at this point
is a goon.
Exactly. He runs roughshod over an NFL game with impunity, much like the old agitators of the NHL. Think back 10, 15, 20 years ago and beyond in the NHL, where every team would have one guy that would come into a scrum, right? At the end of a play, he'd face wash someone, he'd try to get something started. And there would never be anything called on this guy because he was the agitator or the goon, and he just had sort of carte blanche to get away with it because he was the crazy one, and that's what he's going to do. That's what he does for his team. That's Vontez Perfect at this point. And if the NFL wants to do anything about it, then yes, they do have to set some disciplinary standards.
You can't preach player safety and litigation with concussions and stuff and then have somebody kick a guy in the head. It was inexcusable that the play wasn't penalized.
I think we can all agree on one thing that Vontez Perfect is not, and that's smooth. And with that said, let's go to our smooth moves of the week. Brought to you by Pittsburgh's largest supplier of the smoothest granite, marble, and quartz countertops, Armina Stone. Chris Mack, we'll start with you. Your smooth move of the week.
It's got to be Le'Veon Bell busting through the hole and dribbling Dre Kirkpatrick's head on the Heinz Field turf with that stiff arm. That's easily the smoothest move of today's ball game, at least.
Yeah, the last time I saw a guy's head hit the ground like that was what Crosby was dribbling Subban in the Stanley Cup final. I think, I know I do a show with this guy, but my smooth move is Roethlisberger sticking his chest out a little bit. Not only did he make some critical throws in places where I thought the Steelers would have more conservative play calling, but he threw his offensive coordinator under the bus after the game, that tricky spot at the end of the first half where they should have had one more play at the goal line. So I'll give it to Ben.
Andrew, he's a cowboy. He doesn't throw him under a bus. He throws him under
He's wider.
Okay.
For me, I'm going to give it to Juju. Look, I have an 8-year-old, and I can show him that hide-and-seek celebration. And it sort of showed me that, that's what the game's supposed to be about. They can enjoy themselves and not be jerks about it, which we've known all along. The NFL finally figured out. And they're going to get more run out of this kind of stuff from Juju than any of the curbing of the celebration stuff that would have harmed the game earlier. I love it. Juju, keep doing it.
I'm going to baseball for my smooth move. I pick A.J. Hinch from the Houston Astros for his decision to start Mr. Electric Stuff. Charlie Morton in Game 7 of the ALCS. 5 shutout innings, 5 strikeouts and a walk. He gets the win. The Astros move on to the World Series. That is our Armina Stone smooth moves of the week. Talking Penguins when we come back on the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown.